Accompanied by the executive chairman of the Jospon Group of Companies, Dr. Joseph Siao Ejepong, Zambia's president Hakainde Hichilema observed operations at the Accra Compost and Recycling Plant. There was knowledge sharing about how African governments can collaborate with the private sector to address waste management issues for a sustainable future for all. At the Accra Compost and Recycling Plant, solid and liquid waste are processed to produce organic manure for agronomic purposes in Ghana and Africa. The plant also addresses the problem of plastic waste through sorting, processing, and recycling. Rounding up the tour, the executive chairman of the Jospon Group of Companies noted that the Accra Compost and Recycling Plant is currently helping to solve a major challenge in Ghana by turning waste into valuable resources.
Most of our waste in Africa, naturally, when it is on the ground, it decomposes by itself. It shows that the nature is more unorganic. So we focus on organic waste. Now, the cycle of waste treatment is store the waste, transport the waste, transfer the waste, and treat the waste. So if a country wants to have a very good country for tourism, for any attraction, this cycle must not be violated. It must be followed.
Zambia's president Hakainde Hichilema was impressed with the operations at the Accra Compost and Recycling Plant and said he was ready to collaborate with the company to establish a similar plant in Zambia.
Now there appears to be a solution, and we want to encourage you to do that. But we also want to be candid with you that come and partner with Zambia'S, because that way it's easier to embed yourself in the country. I call it is the best insurance policy for any investor who is not born and bred in a particular area. It is to work with locals.
President Hakainde Hichilema underscored the need for Africa to consider public-private partnership as a top priority to achieve the SDG Goal 6, which is ensuring clean water and sanitation for all.
This encouragement I want to indicate to the Executive Chairman will become more visible amongst the current crop of leaders on the continent. A number of us are resolved that we must look out to each other for each other as we push the developmental agenda in our countries.
MDPI journals estimate that the annual volume of waste generated in sub-Saharan Africa is projected to reach 269 million tons in 2030. For GBC News, Oforiwa Darko reporting.